Hey everyone, it's John. I'm on my news desk and prop trading desk. Today is Wednesday, November 13th, 2024. Do me a favor, give my videos a like and a share, and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Got a lot of great news today. I go over geopolitical news first, then socioeconomic news. If you stay with me to the end, you receive a bonus, which is my trading plan, which I go over every day. Not financial advice, informational purpose only, not a financial advisor, I'm an entertainer. So with all that being said, all right, let's go over the top news stories. Reuters, Trump names Elon Musk to lead government efficiency drive. It's Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency. Amazing. In fairness, I sold Doge up. I purchased it, and then it pumped huge on me over the last several months, and I took a major lick out of that. So I'm very thankful. More on my trading plan later, though. CNN, the Communist News Network, is reporting Trump picks Fox News host and Army veteran Peter Hegseth, to serve. NBC News, Senate Republicans to choose new leader as Mitch McConnell steps down. NPR, National Public Radio, Trump meets Biden in the Oval Office today. The Messiah is returning to the promised land of D.C. Trump returns. Dun, da, da. It's tradition that, BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, taking revenge on society, talking about China, and it's awful event that transpired in China. NBC News, special counsel Jack Smith and his team to resign before Trump takes office. So things are heating up political. We're looking for a smooth transition of power. We've got a lot of time until now, the inauguration. We've got the Trump pump. Got a lot of news going on, obviously, in capital markets, but stay with me to the end. It's worth it. I go over my synthetic Bitcoin mining rig that I invented 3 years ago. So let's take a look now at bar chart. Bar chart is, S&P futures up, crude oil's rolling over, off today. Gold is up about 15 points to $2,621 an ounce. Inflation data was out. S&P futures tick lower as key U.S. inflation data looms. U.S. inflation rose slightly last month after 2 years of steadily cooling, but remains low. I don't believe any of the inflation data. Indonesia's volcanic eruption grounds international flights on tourism to the island of Bali. Edmunds, save a bundle on 2024 vehicles for year-end savings. Shopify, news on Ed, amazing. Shopify and SoundHog stock slides after Q3 earnings beat. XPEV stock, news on Ed, become Tesla of China. Volta, small cap, big promises. This is being reported on bar chart. S&P 500, let's go over the major market overview real quick. S&P minis up fractionally. NASDAQ E-mini off about 17 points. Dow Jones mini up about 22 points. The VIX off fractionally at 15.650. Lower volatility trend is up. The Dixie, the US dollar at 105.800. The 10-year at 109-290, up a few ticks. Crude oil off at 67.84. The economies of the world aren't doing so well. The major economies are lowering interest rates to try to create stimulus. In the economy, the real economy is energy. Nat gas, 2.85. Gold, again, at 26.18, up 12 points. Silver, 31.8 cents. Major market news. Now let's look at the stock market leaders. Tesla is active, NVIDIA, Apple Computer, MicroStrategy, Coinbase, Amazon, Texas Instruments, JP Morgan, Palantir, and Rocket Labs. I own stock shares probably in every one of those companies. So that's what's being reported on bar chart. Now stay with me to the end. Okay, do me a favor, give my video a like. Thanks, it helps with the algorithms. So let's take a look at what's now being reported on Yahoo Finance. Breaking news, inflation pressure holds steady in October, keeping Fed rate cut on track. That's what Wall Street wants. So let's lower interest rates. Okay, the yield curve was inverted, and now has uninverted. The stock market's pumping to higher highs, and the world's central banks now are lowering interest rates during that time. So, now I'm looking at this saying, now is the time to hunker down. Inflation pressure holds steady, keeping the Fed on track. Stock futures edge higher as inflation holds steady. Trump says Musk will lead new government efficiency group. Time for a coffee break. A lot of news. Inflation rises in October. Musk is tapped to lead government efficiency on Doge and Dogecoin. Rest of the world's markets broken by Trump's America First plan. This is being all reported on the news here. Tower stock rises on upbeat Q4 forecast. TSEM, Spirit Airlines plunges 70% among looming bankruptcy. Is it time to sell some puts on Spirit Airlines or do an option spread? We'll see. Guardian quits X, citing racism and conspiracy theories. Cabot jumps amid strong demand for steak and pita chips. U.S. mortgage rates rose again weekly after Trump's victory. Just Eat just sold Grubhub for $650 million. It paid $7.3 billion for the unit. So is that right? So I'll have to kind of read on that a little bit. Wow, latest interview, OCT, CPI inflation up. Traders bet on Fed December rate cut after inflation. Wall Street bankers temper optimism a week after Trump victory. On the eve of Oscars, James Bond producers reflect on legacy and future of 007. So U.S. consumer prices rise. U.S. inflation rose slightly. Swiss financial watchdog to regularly review how it oversees UBS. Union Bank of Switzerland, and a lot of the banks, Silicon Valley Bank and First Republic Bank, they had bank runs and then went bust out. So this is what's being reported on bar chart and then Yahoo Finance. I mean, a lot of stocks. SoundHound is tanked. WeRide. I mean, Vodafone is active. Top gainers. THK. Payments Holding is up 10%. Kava Group. So Green Thumb is up. So these are most active. We got Mara Holdings, Riot Platforms, Warner Brothers is active. Daily Losers, WeRide. I mean, a lot of news going on. Got to look for the transition to power now going into the inauguration. So this is what's being reported, and so we got to follow that news and watch interest rates now. Now that inflation comes in, they're going to start lowering interest rates. All right, stocks are pumping. Stock market's just opened up. So Bitcoin clears 90,000. And so I've earned a major lick in Bitcoin, and it looks like the all-time high is here. Looks like it's doing a breakout. It's called the banana or the God candle, G-O-D. And so how high can Bitcoin go now? It's at 90,700. I'll purchase the breakout on Bitcoin, anything greater than approximately 74,000, as I talked about in previous videos. And now my cost basis in my Momo swing account on Bitcoin is 77,355, and it's now pumping up 4% to 90,757 to the USD. What's going on is the US dollar has this de-dollarization event, and so the economy is shifting into Dogecoin and Ethereum and Bitcoin. And so my Momo Swing account is up 17% just in Bitcoin alone, and I'll continue today to dollar cost average the purchase of Bitcoin. And I've been scaling out of some Bitcoin too and taking profits in it, but it's just extraordinary. So that's I only own one crypto now. It's Bitcoin, and I'll continue to dollar cost average it. I set pivot point trades to be able to let the market come to me at the pivot point, S1, S2, S3 at the demand zones, and I can't purchase anything at the demand zones because we're not getting the pullback in Bitcoin. So that tells me that Bitcoin wants to go much higher. So here we are at almost 91,000. Unreal. So I'll continue again to dollar cost average Bitcoin. My synthetic Bitcoin mining rig in the last 17 weeks has pulled conservatively between 60 and perhaps 80,000 points of trading points of profit out of Bitcoin in the last 17 weeks. Exciting times. I average about 100,000 points a year in trading profit just in Bitcoin. It takes time to do that. So SPY ETF, I'll dollar cost average it. It's on the S&P 500. It's up today. So SPY ETF, again, dollar cost average DCA today. So it's just amazing to see. The markets are rocking too. A lot of the platforms, you can't get price action on them, even price quotes. So that's what I'm experiencing. And so the market's just pumping, doing great. So it looks like I can't even get price quotes on the market to see what's happening because we've got in such a fast market. So, SPY ETF, I'll continue to dollar cost average it today. I'm profitable. And then I'll dollar cost average the BKCH, the two blockchain ETFs, BLOK and BKCH, and also a dollar cost average again in Bitcoin. So that's my trading plan for today. So that's why it's worth subscribing to my channel, because of my invention of my synthetic Bitcoin mining rig that I've talked about at length and everything. So running a little longer today, about 12 minutes. So yeah, there's the platforms, the market is just pumping. So a lot's going on with it. I can't even get a price quote on a lot of things that are transpiring in the market, and crypto is pumping. Bitcoin's breaking out to the upside. How high can Bitcoin go? The answer is, during price discovery, the last God candle that I participated with is Bitcoin when it broke out above 21,000 many years ago, and then went to just about 70,000. So now my platform's back working again. So BKCH, here, let's take a look at BKCH, the Global X Global Fund, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Informational purposes only. I'm an entertainer. So my position BKCH is up 11%. I'll continue to dollar cost average it today. It's in the Global X area for blockchain. Let's look at the stock shares that are inside of, again, Global X funds. Companies like Coinbase, Mara Holdings, Core Scientific, Riot Platforms, CleanSpark, Hut 8, Galaxy Digital Holdings, TeraWulf, Iris Energy, and Bitfarms. I mean, Riot Platforms, I have a nice position in it, and it's rioting. So exciting times for Riot Platforms. So again, my component of my blockchain ETF digital asset mining rig for Bitcoin, the foundation is Block, BLOK, and BKCH, which are the blockchain ETFs. And then I also dollar cost average Bitcoin every day. And I maintain a 7-to-1 ratio, 7 units of Bitcoin to 1 ratio of the blockchain ETFs. And so my mining rig has produced just incredible profits for myself in the last 16 or 17 weeks. So it's amazing to kind of talk about. I get a little, choked up about it. So that's all I have for today. It's a trading plan and a bonus for you. And remember, always trade in the direction of the trend, and let the trend be your friend. And with that, everyone, have a great, awesome, wonderful day. Thanks.